Yo, what up guys, beside it here, there's one event coming up in Raid Shadow Legends that is not on this event calendar right here, and you might want to take a closer look at this one to see whether you want to go for it or not, especially for the fact that it is not part of this Chaos Awakening event. By that I mean it's not going to give you or help you getting closer to this your milestone of 5-star if you're going for it. So take note, this event is coming, but it's not necessary for you to complete it as part of this Titan event. It's not going to give you demons points, or what they call them, right? So I have to put that one out there first before we tell you about it, because this is a new information and some players might find it useful, especially players who are looking forward to going into the forge and go to your forging relic crafting and then forge these Chaos Awakes materials. So if you use them, you get those new relic. If you're chasing after those new relics, there you go. So what I'm talking about, this event that is coming up right here will give you this Chaos Awakening Twysted Horns, so I think they call it Twysted Horns, and you will have these materials to now craft this special, let me see if I'll get lucky. You get this material to craft this special relics that came out. If you go to the relics index, you can find these ones under the event calendar right here, event group, and these are the relics that you can craft with these Twysted Horns that is available during this event. What event am I talking about? Because I've already crafted my relic right here. Did not get anything nice. The event I'm talking about is going to be called Demonic Deck of Fate event. It's just a deck of fate, you know, those one of those ones where you flip cards, you flip different cards, but before you can flip the cards you have to get a ton of points, maybe enough point to flip all the cards or enough point to flip few cards, depending on how many you want to go or how far deep into the event that you want to go. So this one will be found in the event. Right now it's not launched in game, that's why we're telling you about it, that you can prepare for it, prepare your mind, prepare your resources if you want to spend and get it. So this event will be starting on June 23rd, so you have 2 more days to prepare. So this Monday, it will start from Monday. This is already Saturday, so on Monday 23rd, that's when this Demonic Deck of Fate event will begin, and you'll find it in game right here when it launches, and you can go ahead and begin to score some points towards flipping all the cards if you're one of those who really want those horns. So you can obtain, when the event launches, you see that you can obtain points 2 ways: by getting a bunch of artifacts and accessories from your dungeons. As you farm the dungeons, you will be getting points towards that Deck of Fate card flipping event. So but dungeon divers, that means obtaining artifacts, is not the best way to finish an entire Deck of Fate event. So the second way you'll be getting points is from your summoning of Soulstones. So if you know anything about Soulstones, they are quite hard to obtain. These precious mortal Soulstones, immortal Soulstones, or even eternal Soulstones, they are kind of hard to obtain. That means, and you need a lot of them to successfully flip all the cards. So it's not an attainable way of completing a Deck of Fate. So if the dungeon divers is not the best way to complete dungeon Deck of Fate, and the Soulstone summon is not also the best way of completing Deck of Fate, what's the third option? There is no third option in this one. Unfortunate, right? Unfortunate. Yeah, but there's no third way. These are the only 2 ways you can score points towards the upcoming Deck of Fate, and yeah, it's quite a side one. It's not a happy one at all, because a lot of players do not want to do dungeon divers, except we find some Fire Knight, some Ice Golem that is currently going on right now. Is the Ice Golem going to run until Sunday? I doubt it. Except there is some other reason for you to go fight dungeon at the same time as you're farming that dungeon. You're getting these dungeon divers points naturally, but still, it's still gonna cost you a lot of energy and resources to successfully complete a Deck of Fate with dungeon divers only. So a lot of players might be going in there and thinking it's time to summon some Soulstones. If I go over to my Mystic Market, I can see how many more do I have right here. Only 25. Is it time to do this one? 15 over here. How many Eternals? I have 2. So some players might need to crunch all their resources for Mortal Soulstones, Immortal Soulstones, and Eternal Soulstones by crunching their essence in order to get the full points required to complete or go far in this Deck of Fate event. I'm not one of those players. So another reason why people don't want to summon their Soulstones for this type of Deck of Fate is because there is no boosted chance of getting, you know, there's no boosted event for your Mortal Soulstones, for Immortal Soulstones. Perfect Souls are not boosted this time around, so the portal right here will just be normal. You won't see any fancy boosted event right here showing you is boosted for Immortals or boosted for Eternals. No boost this time around, no boosted Awakening summoning. So That's another reason why the Soulstone summoning might not be the best. I know I'm coming to you with some news from Raid Shadow Legends, but unfortunately I'm giving you the bad news that this is not the best way to spend your Soulstones, except your super end game and you do not care how you complete Deck of Fate. You simply want a higher chance of summoning those precious newly obtained what do you call it them, relic materials. So I do have some more summoning to do. Let me see if I get lucky again. I see I have 300 right here, and a lot of players have been getting the relic materials or the relic that they want from all this. This is a new one. This is also a new one. Wearer receives 1% defense for each 15% HP missing. Stacks up to 75%. Definitely keep everything that you can summon right now. Let's keep going and see. And that's decreases the steel thermometer effects, 15% less effective against wearer. I'll keep it. There is one that I'm looking for. I wonder if it's in this one or for the faction war. I think it's in that faction war mode. Still the same one again. No luck right there. I always forget to do all this, so now that I remember, I might as well get them out of the way, right? Received 5% less damage. That's not the one I'm looking for. A lot of these relic materials will get your champion wearer's poison debuffs deals bonus damage equal to 50% of the wearer's attack. Is this the one I was looking for? I think this is one that everybody was hyping up, right? That says is amazing for poison. I think I'll stop right there. I'll complete the rest of the one later on stream. Why am I keeping so much? Because I really don't use a lot of relics. I might have a ton of relics right now, and it's not on the champions right now. So I'll get right to putting all relics on my champions. So that's the news that is coming up in Raid Shadow Legends. But that's not all though. There's still some important things to know about these Twysted Horns that you're getting from this Deck of Fate. You'll get the rare ones. It will be hidden under a common green shard. You will get the epic ones because you just saw me do some epics and rare ones. The epic ones will be hidden under a blue cards, so you can flip the blue cards. When you see blue, you know you get a epic one. But for the legendary ones, they will be hidden under purple cards. But unfortunately, this time around, as you flip cards, if you get a purple card, you cannot pin it. If you got a rare, what do you call this color now? Rare blue card, you cannot pin it. So if you pull the rare one and then you put if you pull the epic one and then you pull the rare, it will replace the epic one. So you remember, if you get 3 in a row, that's when this Deck of Fate event makes a lot of sense and you get something amazing from pulling 3 in a row. So but this time around, since there's no card pinning, you can hold on to the epic one and summon 3 more epic to get something amazing. So it's just going to be one of those ones where if you get a rare, everything resets. But at the same time, if you can complete all of them, you will be getting a ton of resources in terms of this rare, epic, and legendary Twysted Horns. That's not all a Deck of Fate normally has. You do have some chances to get energy, skill tomes, some in-game resources and all that. So silver will all be in there as usual. So in-game resources will all be in there. But the main reward this time around is going to be these Twysted Horns. Since this event came around, we will have been picking up these Twysted Horns, especially from the coalition event. It has been giving us a ton. So all this one you just saw me forge right now were all from this coalition event. So do not forget to go over there and do more of your coalition event. So even if you can't complete this Deck of Fate, for doing this coalition event, you get a ton of these Twysted Horns. Even right here, I got 25, and I still have some more to go. 75 and 100 waiting for me for the epic ones, and then legendary ones 50. So if you don't want to spend resources on that, you can hold on and spend resources on getting this one done on your account, so you can fully unlock everything, including all this one to the 100 mark right there. It's still ongoing for 1 week and 4 days, so we'll still have a long way to go to unlock things, especially if you're doing the quests. If you're coming right here and completing the quest, not just doing them by mistake, come on here, read the quest, go knock it out. Read a quest, go knock it out, and then you will unlock more of those precious horns that you need right now in the game. All right, is there any other information that I need to share with you besides this bad news of a Deck of Fate? I guess this is not one that I should have announced, but I want to make sure I put it forward to tell you what I am doing about it, because I always come across this news in my own perspective what I'm doing about it. And since it doesn't have any of these Demon Slayer Titan event points, it doesn't have any of these points, that's why I'm looking at this one like it's an easy skip for me. Just like the Summon Rush event I skipped yesterday, and Summon Rush event still going on, by the way, throughout this weekend, and still not touching it right now. It's still going on. You can still see the Progressive Chance event is still running. I'm still skipping this one, so that's what I'm doing about it. I like to give you this news from my own perspective, but as usual, I'm always looking forward to your various opinions right here in the comment section to tell me why you think this might be a big mistake, why you tell me it's gonna be an awesome chance for me to get an opportunity to forge an amazing relic event, an amazing relic that I can get right now from these resources that I'm summoning, or I'll get unlucky again and pull more copies of this Sinner's Cloak 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Damn. Anyways, but the more rarity, the higher the rarity of these relic materials you have, the higher the chances of you that you get something amazing when you summon them. So don't take my bad luck that think it's gonna be the same for you. I just have only rares and epic ones for now. Legendary ones will give you a higher chance of getting something amazing, especially legendary ones like this, right? So let me add this one to the end and craft one. So relics are the new way to get some stats on your champion. So if you want more stats on your champion, you might not want to miss out on this one. But for me and my Altar of Souls and my Soulstones, and for me and my energy that I'm supposed to use for that Dungeon Divers, I will be skipping out on this relic crafting opportunity or this Deck of Fate event. Alright, that's the news coming up right now in Raid Shadow Legends starting 23rd on a Monday. So let me know in the comments if you're going for it, or if you feel like this event is going to be a big mistake for players who spend all their Altar of Souls summoning on this type of an event when it's not boosted at all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily raid content. Later in the day, I will be coming live on YouTube to do some Once Human streaming. I'm currently playing Once Human right now for a promotional campaign, and I hope to see you there in that stream. Later, guys.